How are you doing, trappers? Ed Schneider, Kansas Trapline Products. Hey, I got a great video for you today. I want to show you my Duff Set. I've shown it a little here and there, but I don't think I've done the set justice. In the set, I use the Duff Set when I'm in soybean fields. If you have soybean fields, I don't think you have a better choice than the Duff Set to actually catch coyotes, and something that they're going to want to work. Now, this is a gland lure and urine set, so we're setting this along areas of coyote travel, say the edge of a field, running a hedge tree line, running along the edge of a waterway, something like that. The Duff Set is a flat set that has the ability to draw attention to them. It looks natural. If you've looked at a combine, how a combine goes through the field, sometimes the header pushes up some soybean chaff out in the field. It looks just like that. So let's get at it. So when I look at the soybean field, they're really very featureless. There's just soybean. It's good flat ground, and there's just not a lot to draw your attention to anything. It's just simply a flat, featureless island. A dirt hole set would work well in this type of an area, but dirt holes, that you're asking the coyote to make a decision. In this case, we're going to offer a set that does not add any fear to the coyote. It's a set that they're willing to work and actually put their foot in your trap. I've caught a lot of large coyotes in this type of a set, and usually what I do is it's hard to find sign in this type of ground. That's the one reason why I'm not a big fan of putting in little mouse holes type sets here, because you don't know exactly where they're walking, and you don't know and they can't find it unless the wind tells them how to come through, how to find it. So let's go ahead and put a visual set in so we can catch those coyotes. Okay, to make this set, I like carrying a leaf rake with me. It works about as good as anything. And we're just going to use, this is for example purposes, but generally I'll walk the edge here or drive along the outside edge, and I'm looking for a spot that has a lot of leftover chaff from the combine. You wouldn't necessarily want to work a spot like this that has very little chaff, because there's a lot of bare dirt and tractor tracks and that type of thing. So let's walk up a little bit. But what we're catching here is a traveling coyote as he walks down the edge of the field. Now, the wind at this location is coming from that direction. So in this case, I need to make the set with that in mind. So let's take that rake real quick and let's rake us up a pile of duff. And it's okay to be big here. There we go. Okay. I'll set this to the side. Let's take this chaff now. Let's roll it up into as big a ball as we can. There we go. And I'm going to create one point off of the end. One point off of the end of that duff right there. So now I have a very visible, the wind is coming across my set location. Let's go ahead next. Let's grab our sifter, and just like my trail sets you see me do many times, let's go ahead and take our sifter and look at all this wonderful blending material still here in the ground. Let's scrape this to the side along with some extra dirt, and let's go both ways. We're creating a trail for the coyote. The next part of this is very simple. We're going to put a our trap bed right here, right in front of that point. There we go. We're looking to have, we're looking to have about a 1/2 inch of top cover on it. Let me grab my trap here. There we go. And looking to see if I brought myself we can use this pan cover. That's all right. Let's go ahead and set this trap. So what we'd want to do here, we'd want to stake this right there in the base. So we'll assume that this is staked in. We're setting that nice and straight back from our duff. We're gonna, I don't really have a good pan cover. We won't worry about it. We're just gonna go ahead and fill it in. But put your pan cover on it. And let's pack that in nice and tight. But you'll see this set, but you're going to make sure that this thing is locked down solid, and it is right now. Let's go ahead and, it's not quite there, so let me go and finish sifting there. Dump that to the side, grab some more of that good dirt. Got that. Let's find the center of our pan. It's covered now, but let's find our pan and let's make sure this is really solid. And again, you'd have a pan cover over your trap, but now the set is basically done. It's solid. My trap is bedded in. The next thing we want to do is let's grab some of this and kick it out. Make the set big. Now notice how I'm blending away. I start blending away from my trap. Let's repeat the thing on this side. Let's kick it out, make it big. We're creating a walkway here. I'm gonna put a little bit of it on that. Creating a walkway, and just carry that chaff back and forth, and we have a completed set. We'll take the rest of that slag there and just kind of recreate our trail. The next thing we want to do here, folks, is we could add some scat if you like. You could put some scat right there. You could put scat about 8 to 10 inches into the trail. That's up to you on that. We definitely want to smear a little bit of gland lure. Just smear a little gland lure right there, and on top of it add a little urine right there. If you're using the scat, go ahead and give a little shot of urine on your scat. Let's take a look at the set from the side angle, and I'm going to show you why this is so darn attractive to trap or to predators in a soybean field. Can you see how that just stands out? I mean, any predator coming down the field is going to see that. It's tucked in fairly tight because of the wind, the way it's coming across from the green grass into the soybean field. So we have there, if he is choosing to walk a little farther out in the field, he's going to catch the wind, he'll come back in. Most time, in my experience, if you give them a better walking surface, the more likely you are to catch them. For many years, I did this set with no scat or anything. It'll work just fine. If we look at it from above, you can see a defined point on the front of this. Let's walk and look at it from the other way. Going back to my trap. And again, you see how that clump of duff just stands out like a sore thumb. That's what it's about, folks, right there. It's about a nice visual set to get the coyotes' eyes heading a certain way just to check it out. If we didn't put a trap there or anything, a coyote's just give it a shot of urine, a coyote's going to come along and you just created a wonderful visual scent post is what we've done. Now, what would happen is if the wind was going the other way. Let's say that wind was coming across the field into this way. Well, what you could do, let's see if I can pick it up. Well, I can't. Well, maybe I can. Let's just spin it around for the sake of it. And you just simply have that turn the other way, maybe move your whole set out in the field a little farther, but you can just move this. And remember, it's all about the wind direction in this case. We want to stay with our predominant wind. So for the most part, where I trap at, I'm looking to be west. Most of my sets are set up for a west wind. It's not perfect every time, but I tell you, if you're in a soybean field and you're looking to create a little bit of visual eye appeal to get the coyotes to come into your set, and at the same token, make a set that they're not afraid of. There's nothing here that is really going to spook them. They're interested in glands. They're interested in urine. It's the most powerful set that I could possibly give you besides my trail set, where you have them already walking in a certain spot along the edge of the field. This is by far, folks, my favorite set on a farmland trap line than anything else I've ever shown you. I don't have sign, I have an edge. I believe the coyotes, as an example, are walking this edge. This is the perfect set to catch coyotes, to catch fox, to catch bobcats. I've caught them all in this set, and again, I can't emphasize the importance of having a nice visual set in a landscape that has absolutely no visual eye appeal for the predator. If you like this type of video, I encourage you to go ahead and hit that like button and that subscribe. I can't grow this channel without you, and I want you along. Until we meet again, trappers, tight chains.